Hello, Jesse Good here. Today we're taking a look at the LEGO Movie 2 Ultrakatty and Warrior Lucy set with 2 minifigures, 348 pieces, and it retails for $30 in the United States. We'll start off with Lucy, and I love the design of the shield that says never stop. It's a new octagon shield piece, if I'm not mistaken. The design of this is the same that appears in a lot of the other sets with Wasteland Lucy. She has a crossbow, she has a quiver, this new scarf piece, which I really like, and this new dual molded hair piece that has the goggles up top. It's cool seeing a modified version of an existing piece, which is her original hair piece. Once you remove all of that, you can get a better look at her torso and her back torso printing, which she does have an alternate face where she looks pretty angry. The Emmett of the set is the same one from Rex's Rextreme Off-Roader set, which is the only other set that has this face printing. And I'm sure there will be more in summer 2019 at least. His alternate face at the back has a scared face where he's opening his mouth and you can see his tongue. So here's the build of the set. First, let's take a look at Ultrakatty. So Ultrakatty is a very intricate and dense build. I mean, it looks kind of small at first, but then you notice how many pieces really went into it. So you have these faces at the front that can be swapped out. This one face right here is a 1x5 brick, and LEGO hasn't released many of those throughout the years. There's 3 different faces to put on, and unfortunately it does take a fair bit of pieces to remove and swap out the faces, which I do wish the process was a little bit easier, but I understand it would compromise the actual look of the design. But once we put this on and put this on, and then put this part back on, we have another face where she looks extremely angry. And then you have a face that looks pretty adorable, just like Unikitty. And if you want to know how these 1x5x2 bricks work, here's how they look underside. But yeah, I don't know if a lot of you guys care about new pieces like I do, but I learned all my stuff from the new Elementary, so go check them out. Either way, one thing is that there's so many spikes and everything that some of them might get dislodged when playing them, so you gotta kind of put them back. But we do have spikes that form a mane around her, just like a lion. And those are made cleverly out of these sword pieces that clip on, and you can move them up and down since they're made out of miniature ball joints. You could also move the head around since it's on a miniature ball joint, so you could move it up and down and get different positions and poses. I mean, this is a really posable figure, and we haven't even started on the legs. At the side, there's these parts that are almost like armor, and you can move them up and down since they are on these clips, and they cleverly use the skateboard wheels to set them in place, which is quite interesting. And they have a sticker on these sloped pieces. The main body also has a sticker on the side right here. And identical stickers and designs are present on the opposite side as well. And as for the saddle of Ultrakatty, there's enough room to fit one minifigure in the front holding on to this little part right here, which is flexible, so you can move it up and down. You can see more nice spike pieces, this time using the 1x2 with the spikes popping out. And there is a space, which I don't know if it was intentional enough, but it has a space to fit one minifigure at the back, which is where I put Emmett. It is kind of a shame that the saddle piece itself uses one of those 2x2s with only studs at the front, because that means you can't fit 2 minifigures, but then again, they'd be standing up close next to each other, so it'd get pretty crowded anyway. So it's kind of nice that they have this one just kind of revealed at the back. You also have 2 spikes you could adjust as well at the back. There's a unicorn horn at the front for Unikitty, which is just attached at a 2x2 circular jumper. And then all the way at the back, again, using those 1x2 with the spikes coming out, they have the tail, which uses different miniature ball joints so you could get even more positions out of it. And you could adjust them like that if you want, or adjust it all the way curling up like this. So there's lots of flexibility on how you want to display Ultrakatty. Finally, we got to cover the legs, and what they use is a base miniature ball joint at the top of the legs. So you get movement with that, but the rest of the legs joints are actually hinges. So you have one hinge joint right there, and you can move that around, and then the bottom one has a hinge joint as well, so you could have fun with that. And they also use more of those 1x2s with the spikes, and they even have one in red right here. And the hind legs have a little bit more detailing to them with these parts that are clipped on, which you can move up and down. Also spikes at the ends. And all feet have anti-tiles right there, or I guess reverse tiles, upside down tiles, whatever you want to call them, which make the feet flat on the ground. Admittedly, with all the hinge joints, it's hard to get Ultrakatty to stand straight on the ground. You'll always have some feet kind of rising above the ground, but even with that happening, it doesn't cause a problem because Ultrakatty will stand up straight, and I have never had this build fall over once. And they even have these nice printed sloped pieces, which kudos for them for printing those. Those are really nice touches. There's also hinge joints at the back so that you could position the hind legs as well. And with all those joints being shown, now it's time to get some wacky positions with all of the posability of this set. Right here, Ultrakatty's about to pounce. Over here, she's cracking up. And right here, she's dancing. But that's it for the Ultrakatty build. And now we'll move on to the Duplo Invader, which the design of this is the same exact build as the one from the Tricycle, except with different colors, where you could rotate the eye just by moving this switch at the back. And I guess that's kind of cute. I like how it emulates a Duplo brick. I still think that's a really cool design. And you could open it up and make it chatter if you'd like. But that's it for the build of the set. Let's take a look at the packaging and then the final verdict. The box of this is that $30 box size that I remember was first used way back with the Golden Dragon from 2013. And the instructions show how you could connect this set and that buggy set that I don't really like to make an Ultra vehicle. So can't really add those two together because I'm not getting that set, but just so you guys could see how it looks all together. Looks kind of cool, I guess. And then on the side we have some of the other sets advertised. So overall, they do the main part of this set really well, which is Ultrakatty. I mean, that's a crazy build. It looks really weird. It looks very unique. It looks insane. And it was kind of a pain in the butt to build, but once you have it all built, it fits in with the Apocalypseburg scene really well. And I like the addition that you could add it onto that crappy buggy set. But that part's done great. The rest of the set is kind of lacking. Like you get Lucy and Emmett, which they come in a lot of sets. Even this variant of Lucy comes in a lot of sets. The only really hard to find parts on them is like the sign, which only comes in this set and another one, and then Emmett's face, which comes in this set and another one. And then the Duplo Invader, while I like that design, it is the same exact build as the one from the Tricycle set. I wish there was maybe something a little bit more different to change up just the build of the character. But then again, it is different colors if you want to count that as a variation, which is a good variation. But all that considered, I'd rate this one a B+. Really like the Ultrakatty, just wish there was a little bit more to this set for $30. So that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.